Welcome, y'all. Thank you for joining me with another Crafts with Angie. Today we're going to make a mini lighthouse lantern. We're also going to try something a little different. I'm going to have a floating head up in the corner, so let's have fun with this. Don't forget your favorite drink. I have my coffee here, so let's get crafting. The supplies you'll need will be listed down below. The first step, what we're going to do is we're going to remove all the labels from our glassware. Here I just used a little bit of soap and had a Brillo pad off to the side, and once I coated the entire sticker with the soap, then I just took the Brillo pad and scrubbed the sticker off and then rinsed off the soap, and it was crystal clear. And another thing, here we're going to want to plug in our hot glue gun. That way it's nice and hot whenever we need it further into the project. Step 2, we're going to grab our white paint and we're going to put the first base coat onto our base jar. So we'll take our short base jar, we'll flip it over, and we'll just start putting our first coat on. And then we'll set this aside once you've coated it completely, and we'll let this dry. Step 3, we're going to take our top to our lighthouse. We're going to remove the lid and we're going to start adding our decorations. So here you can grab whatever kind of decorations that you have, just as long as it's proportional to your glass jar. And here I have plenty of glitter and snow and gems and seashells. I went with the beach theme, so I added some seashells, and all of these supplies you can get at the dollar store. Step 4, you'll want to take your hair dryer and just make sure that the first coat on your base, if it hasn't completely dried yet, you'll want to fire up that hair dryer and go ahead and dry it completely before we add any other paint to our base jar. And if you find that you need to, after the first coat has completely dried, if you find that you need to touch up any areas on your base, go ahead and put another white coat onto your base before we proceed to any other steps. And once you've finished with that, adding the second coat onto your base, you'll want to take your hair dryer and go ahead and zap that and make sure it's completely dry as well. Here at step 5, what we're going to do is we're going to take our paintbrush and we're going to add stripes. Now you can add small stripes, large stripes, however many stripes you want. Here I just went with wide stripes and I went with the color red, and I just added 2. So just let your imagination go. Just go with the flow. So have fun and just add as many stripes as you want. And then once you finish that, you'll want to take your hair dryer and go ahead and make sure that those are dry before we proceed with the next step. And then once those are dry, we'll go ahead and take our smaller paintbrush and we'll go ahead and add our windows and door. We are at step 6, and what we'll do here is while the windows and doors are drying, we'll go back to our decorations for our top, and we'll take a double glance. And if you find that it doesn't have enough decorations, then you go back and you add some more decorations to it. You get happy with that glitter. And once you've gotten it just the way you like it, then we will go ahead and grab that E6000 and hot glue for step 8. Now for step 8, we're going to take our E6000 glue. What we're going to do is we're going to take our base that we have painted, and that is completely dry here. And we're going to do half moon shapes to our base. So we'll go halfway on the base, skip a space, and then add another half moon of E6000, and then skip a space. Now these two spaces, why did we skip? Well, we're going to go ahead and put 2 dots or 2 dabs of hot glue here. And then we'll go ahead and place our base and our top base together, and then firmly put our hand on top and just hold it there for a few seconds. And then we'll carefully remove our hand so we don't knock the top off, because the glue is still loosey-goosey here, so anything could happen. And then we'll just let it sit for a few seconds while we grab our tea light for step 9. We'll grab our tea light, and then we'll remove the plastic tab from our tea light, and then we'll turn our tea light on to make sure that it works. Once we see that it is on, our tea light is on and working, we'll go ahead and place it inside with all of our decorations, and ta-da! We have reached the last and final step, which is step 10, and we get to enjoy our beautiful Christmas mini lighthouse lantern. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Send us our comments. Thank you for joining me with another Crafts with Angie, and hope to see you again soon for another craft. May look good there like that.